It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports Broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bryant, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the... earthquake-ish. No such thing as a run-of-the-mill finish when we're talking about that young man.
Greg, he is a unique player in terms of his creativity around the rim.
As good as anybody in our league.
Oh, power and grace in one package, fellas.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Levine can't hit.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Bryant drives in. Minnesota with the rebound. Fast break, Minnesota. Rubio leading the charge. Levine can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the dunk by Towns.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Kobe against Wiggins. The fadeaway. Bryant can't get it to go.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the dunk by Towns.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
The drive by Rubio. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Hibbert in the high post. He's against Jang. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up.
And Kobe Bean Bryant, the only 30,000 point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category. And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously, gifted as a playmaker as well.
Levine, good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lakers trail by 5. Randall kicks to Hibbert, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Here's Dang. That's tipped. And here is Bryant. He has 6. To the left wing. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Rubio. He feeds it to Towns. Puts up the baby hook. No luck. And it's the Lakers the other way. Kobe with it. Over to the wing. Here's Clarkson. Here's Randall. They get the rebound. And Bryant kicks to Russell from deep. And that one's good. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgie Dang. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Muhammad in for Levine.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Rubio outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Ryan passes to Bass. And stolen by Prince. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Bryant gets a wide open look. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Nance. It's deflected. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue. That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Here's Prince. Pass to Payne. The dish to Pekovic. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's Rubio penetrating. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Plenty of offense in this closely. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains a...
Well, you have to make adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of, Greg, adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing. They have a packed in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. Hey guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year 2.
It's blocked. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Wiggins throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
You know, as Greg was talking about, Levine was a lights-out shooter at times in college. He would go on these benches, falling back, Clark, from 25 feet and draining it. I mean, unreal shots.
Well, it looks good when they're going down, but he also can then shoot you out of a game. So you pick your poison.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
Larry Nance is checked in for Williams. And for LaVine in his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Payne, he's checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Jones. Now, here is Russell. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Randall with the bucket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Towns. Here's Muhammad. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land. Wiggins has got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Out to Nance. Russell with a wide open look. And the three off target.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Wirtz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wide open. No good.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I mean, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. And even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Lakers trail by 8. 1:05 left here in the second. Outside Bryant. There's the triple. And another 3 for the Lakers. And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 2006, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Payne. And the Lakers also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Clarkson. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Bryant dishes to Bass. Wirtz passes to Nance. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 4 to shoot. Knocked away. And stolen by Prince. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside Bryant. Good if it goes. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think the team needs to do coming up in the second half?
I think we should take care of the ball on
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Rubio and Hibbert with the block. And with that shot, the Timberwolves is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kobe.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Here's Levine. Goes up again. Towns kicks to Levine and stolen by Russell. Hibbert dishes to Kobe. 14 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Let's go.
Kobe's got 15.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Minnesota making a switch here. Bekovic just checked in. Rubio with him. He's picked up by Russell. Wiggins drives in. He dishes it to Towns. Rubio with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Russell passes to Randall. Back to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
And Rubio kicks to Bekovic and stolen by Hibbert. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Wiggins with some nice D.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Clarkson. And the Lakers get it back. Hibbert. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Okay, fans. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Huertas passes to Hibbert. Here's Randall. Sinks the triple. Randall's got 10. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Levine. Wiggins dishes to Levine. The second chance effort. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hibbert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Russell. He's got 8. To the inside. Here's Randall, and here's a nice one-handed slam.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Russell kicks to Hibbert, and he dunks it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And Hibbert with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Towns. Hibbert pulls it in. Lakers trail by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Garnett comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Wiggins. And it's Muhammad in for Levine. The Lakers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pass is checked in.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Rubio against Russell. Now the feed to Muhammad. Pass to Garnett. The jump hook. The Lakers with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Russell gets it to go.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. LA's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. And it's Muhammad in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lakers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Bryant. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. That puts them in the lead. Clarkson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
Here's Wiggins. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. A lot of comparisons have been made about Andrew Wiggins. Kobe Bryant, in fact, Clark went as far as to say that he sees a lot of himself in Wiggins as a player.
Ultimate compliment there. I mean, that's exactly what Kobe Bryant just gave him. Wiggins has the chance to reach that level, I think. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
6 on the shot clock, and there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
Talking about Kobe, guys, seeing Wiggins as a young version of himself. The skill set Wiggins has is eerily similar to that of a young Kobe.
Russell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
For me, the one thing that set Kobe apart and made him a champion really was his work ethic. If Wiggins can improve and work like Kobe did, then like Kobe, the sky could be the limit.
Levine can't hit.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Kobe goes in. Here's Clarkson. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Oh. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Bryant in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Wiggins. Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Here's Randall. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Rubio against Russell. And it's Rubio penetrating. And the dunk by Towers.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
Hey, guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. And that'll be his third foul so far. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins against Kobe. Wiggins drives in. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. 1:41 left in the game. Kobe attacking. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. The pass to Kobe. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And there's the big-time king as he slams it right over Randall. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Wiggins drives in. Shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
And here's Wiggins. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Shoots. That's short off the rim. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Count it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
And so it's Minnesota with it. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Here's Wiggins. Russell passes to Kobe. Ooh, off-wide. Minnesota calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point range, Levine can't hit.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne. They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves answers.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play to... And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take.
Kevin,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, Kobe Bryant. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket, he delivered. This game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.
The thing that has to jump out at you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.